Hey, look what the cat dragged in on the Billy Bush Show. Dr. Oz. I love it when you're just in the building and we can grab you and hook you in here.
Well, I heard your voice. I thought I'd come over and say hi.
That's right. Does it sound a little hoarse? Because I've got this acid reflux thing, but I'm all over it.
Well, just for anyone listening, by the way, if you have an acid reflux, you don't always get heartburn. Make sure you check to see if you've got hoarseness, if you've got sore throats, or if you even get sinusitis. It could be because acid's coming up there during the middle of the night and burning that part of your mouth, but not your esophagus on the way there.
Is it important to lift the bed up? Because the doc said you got to raise your bed up by the head just a little bit.
It's very important because gravity is what allows that to drain. Listen, you're supposed to have a difference between where the stomach has the acid and where the esophagus, that's the swallowing tube, carries it down. And if that connection is not where it's supposed to be, then sometimes acid, as we get older, will rise up. It's a big deal. It causes cancers if you don't take care of it. Pillows don't work because people have done these studies. You roll off your pillows in the middle of the night and the acid goes up and burns you again. So take the headboard, put 2 books under on either side, raise it just a little bit, 3-4 inches even will do it, more than enough. And that way gravity will support the acid staying down.
And you can manage it for a lifetime?
For a lifetime, sure. Yeah, most people don't have to do anything about it. But every once in a while we have to, but usually not.
So you can get it to a dull roar and you can go on living your life.
Absolutely, and there's some things that will, of course, make it worse. Spicy foods, caffeine's bad for it because it relaxes.
I've killed the coffee, it's done, the spicy foods are out, the red sauces are out.
And in fairness, if it doesn't work with the headboard trick that I mentioned, the operation is done with laparoscopes. You go home the next day, very low risk, and completely curative in almost everybody.
You can do an operation to take care of acid reflux?
Yeah, it's very effective. You take the stomach.
I'm doing it. Why not just do it?
Well, a lot of people say that, and they do it. But I just tend not to push people to surgery unless they really need to have it, because you never know. I mean, there's always things that could happen, that are untoward and unexpected. And you're supposed to be able to move air out of your stomach. That's why we can burp. Horses can't burp. That's why they die. They get colic. They eat the wrong thing. So we're supposed
Horses can't burp.
No, they can't. Believe it or not. Well, think about it.
Boy, can they fart.
Yeah, they can. They really can.
Oh, man. I love that episode of Seinfeld where Kramer's riding the horse and he's just farting in his face the whole time. He's like, help. Dr. Oz in studio on the Billy Bush Show, and Tuesday, the colonoscopy episode. Of all the people, that are non-extinguished, that should be completely clean bill of health when they go in, and if you can find something that's a little odd, then anyone can. What happened?
Well, I'll tell you, I had a screening colonoscopy. I had no symptoms, which is, by the way, the most common thing that people have when they go get a colonoscopy and find something is nothing was wrong. I feel fine. What's for lunch? There's no big deal that is prompting you to have a study. So I had my 50th birthday. I said, you know what, my birthday party, I'll have a colonoscopy. And we'll film it for the show. I'll show off about how easy it is. Won't be a big deal. I'll just check the box off. So halfway through this thing, I look up at the camera. At the screen.
You can tell, too.
Yeah, I've done them. I said, my goodness, I've got an adenomatous precancerous polyp. What the heck is going on here? And it was like a kaleidoscope of images going past my head as I finally made peace with this thing. And then, of course, Billy, you're in the public eye. You got to decide what to do with the information. Are you going to tell people about it? What are you going to say about it? What if someone says, you know what, Oz did all the right things and he still had a pop? I'm not going to bother anymore. So we said, you know what, if we tell the story the right way, we can actually maybe save a couple lives. We'll get people to realize that even if you're, stay thin and exercise and or don't smoke and don't have family history, you can still have a pop that can kill you.
Yeah.
And so that's hopefully what people take away from the story.
So you zap it, it's done.
Well, the good thing about colonoscopy, and this is the best part about the study, is not only does it diagnose the problem, it cures it at the same time. And nothing deflates you more as a doctor than to look in the eyes of a person who's going to die of colon cancer. Remember, women and men die the same amount, so you're not better off one judging than the other. Looking at someone who's going to die of colon cancer and realizing they could have changed their lives with a simple, stupid little test. How easy does that get? So listen, action step, if you're 50 years of age, no excuses, period, for not getting a colonoscopy. If you've got a family history, you got to start at age 40. Simple test, very safe, and curative at the same time.
So you zap it right while they're looking at it.
As soon as you saw it, he woke me up. He'd give me a little bit of Versed, drug to make me sleepy, and he looked at it and said, "I got to get this out." I said, "Take it, do it." And I was not a good patient. I had lentils the day before, so he was fighting off the lentils, going for the polyp, but he got it out.
Isn't that amazing? All right, Dr. Oz here tonight with us. Talk to me about.
I was going to say, can we get something for the holidays to use for the like around Christmas, Thanksgiving stuff?